Today, in the zone, the varsity football team is on a roll. We'll look back at Friday night's win and a huge win against Pickerington Central.
Speaking of football, the Lions' defense has been dominant this year. You'll meet the man behind its success.
Our volleyball team sits at the top of the OCC. We'll introduce to you the women who are leading our team.
Why is our girls' soccer team celebrating? We'll show you the shot that started the celebration.
Good morning, Lions. Welcome to Lincoln Sports Zone. I'm Damian Jones.
And I'm Olivia Doyle.
Hey, Olivia, how's cheering going?
It's going well, Dom. How about football?
You know, we're currently 5-1, hope we go 1-0 this week. But isn't it great to be back out here?
Always. Let's get right into the sports, starting with the varsity football team. The team is now 5-1 this year following their blowout win against Westland on Friday.
The Lions led from start to finish, winning 56-7.
Dior Hubbard scored the Lions' first 2 touchdowns to give them a 14-0 lead.
Brendan Ward threw touchdown passes to Braden Sanders and Jake Bushelman.
Amir Simmons had a great night as well, rushing for 129 yards on only 5 carries, including 3 touchdown runs of 28, 7, and 47 yards.
The defense held Westland to just 99 yards of offense and had 6 quarterback sacks.
The Lions are now the top-rated team in Division I Region 3, just ahead of New Albany, who they will play at Whitehall High School in a home-away-from-home game on Friday.
Our Jenny Sanders spoke with some of the Lions after the game.
We came in with the expectation of blowing them out, trying to improve on things we need to improve on, focus on our assignments and stuff like that.
Coach was on saying it's about us, you know. So, like, if we make sure we take care of all things offensively and defensively, I feel like we'll be straight. As far as like games like this, we got to execute and do everything we got to do. You know, RB's got it out, defense got it out. All individually we did our thing, so we got to continue to do that leading into next week.
We did not have a show last week, but we think it's worth looking back at our main event.
The Lions taking on one of the top football team programs in Ohio, Pickerington Central.
Gahanna trying to beat Pick Central for the first time in 20 years.
Our Jillian Sanders has the highlights in this week's main event.
The Lions hosting the Tigers at Thomas Worthington High School in their first home game away from home due to stadium construction. On their third play from scrimmage, the Lions cough up the ball, one of 3 lost fumbles on the night, but the defense holds the Tigers. On 4th down at the Lincoln 33, Elijah King with the sack on the 4th down to get the ball back for the Lions. Then the offense starts moving. Dior Hubbard for 17 of his 211 yards into Tigers territory. 2 plays later, quarterback Brennan Ward goes up top to Jalen Scott for the 43-yard touchdown strike. Lions up 7-0. And it's time to break out the baby powder. Pick Central tries to respond, but on 3rd and 6 at the Lincoln 46, Jacob Starr gets the sack, forcing the Tigers to punt. Now to the second, and the Tigers back in Lions territory, but Kamari Burns gets the sack and forces the fumble. The ball is recovered by Griffin Flushy, and Gahanna takes over at their own 40. And the Lions turn the fumble into points. First, a 3rd down completion to Braden Sanders takes the Lions down to the 11. And the Lions make it 10-0 on the 23-yard field goal by Max Haliba. Next Lions possession, it's Hubbard again. Our videographer followed the fake and then finds Dior, who takes it 50 yards to the Tigers' 30. But once again, they have to settle for a 31-yard field goal by Max Haliba on the final drive of the half. Gahanna up 13-0. Pick Central gets on the board on the opening drive of the third quarter when Gino Williams punches it in from the 1, and the Lincoln lead is cut 13-7. Now, the Tigers near midfield following a Lions punt, and Makai Shaheed comes up with the interception off the deflection and returns it to the Tigers 31. Again, the Lions turn to Haliba, who puts points on the board. This 21-yard field goal increases the lead 16-7. Pick Central cuts the lead 16-14 on a long touchdown pass with just 1 minute and 28 seconds left in the third. Now in the fourth, Lions threatening at the Pick Central 27. Ward looks over the middle and connects with Dylan Scott for the 27-yard touchdown. (22-14 Lincoln). Pick Central inside the Lions 5, and Rasheem Biles plunges in for the touchdown to cut the lead 22-20 with just over 9 minutes left. But the defense stiffens on the 2-point attempt, and they make the stop short of the goal line. And the Lions lead holds 22-20. The Lions again stop the Tigers on their final drive and hold on to the 22-20 win and do something no Gahanna team has done in a long time.
Can't be more proud of the first time we won this game since 1998.
I just really love this team. It's a great group of guys. We worked hard all summer, and we've been fighting this year, and I'm just really blessed to have this opportunity to play with these guys.
We pride ourselves on being the best defense in the state, kind of showing it week in and week out. And I mean, games like this is kind of when you show and solidify things like that. I mean, big time players, big time game, that's how the saying goes. So I mean, we got a lot of those type of players. When you put us together, I mean, and we really are rolling, I mean, there ain't really much offense can do.
Thanks, Jillian. On the topic of football, the Lions defense is on a rampage.
The defense is arguably one of the best in the state. As the Lions continue to run teams over, the question arises, what makes our defense so good?
And there are so many answers to that question.
Dylan Scott has the story of the Gahanna-Lincoln defense.
The Lions have gotten off to a strong 5-1 start this football season. A big reason for their success has been their stifling defense, who pride themselves by causing havoc, pursuing to the ball, and being physical.
I just think it's kind of, the standard we hold ourselves to. We all have a lot of pride in what we do. We've been together for so long. We really just work hard at what we do.
We're super physical out there. We all trust each other to do our jobs. We all fly to the ball, all 11, get to the ball every single play.
We get mad about letting teams even get a field goal or even score a touchdown on us. Other teams in Central Ohio, they'll just let it slide because they say, oh, we shut them out. I just think that the way we hold ourselves to a high standard, that makes us the best defense in the state.
This defense didn't just gel together overnight. They grew up playing football together, but more importantly, they grew up as friends. The chemistry with which they play with can certainly be seen on the field.
I think what makes our defense so dominant is the chemistry, because most of the guys are returners, but a couple 2 or 3 guys, but we've been taking them along, carrying them on our wing and just picking everybody up when we need to, and we all been on the same page.
It's just the chemistry we have. A lot of us been playing together for a long time. We got a lot of returning starters, and we just do it for each other. We don't want to let anybody down.
I feel like a lot of our defense is built on chemistry and a lot of trust. I trust on that guy next to me every single play.
I think it's just our standard and all of our brotherhood. We've been playing together since we were in middle school, some guys even younger than that.
But this defense wouldn't be where it's at today without the mentality and fight of their leader, defensive coordinator, Coach Murad Holiday.
Mo Holiday, man. I love that guy, bro. I know he's annoying sometimes when these 50s, man, and 50s be killing, but I just love him to death because he's energetic. He's ready to do everything. He was always wanting to swing first. I'm so happy that he's my coordinator.
We've been pretty dominant the past couple years. I think the big thing is that, our philosophy of hunt, havoc to the football, understanding your assignment, next man up, and teamwork is very important for us. And I think that that's something that we continue to hang our hat on. We talk about responsibilities. We both have responsibilities to be successful. And I think that we're taking care of our responsibilities. And I think this I think that's the reason why we've been so successful so far. So still got a lot of work to do. Still got a lot of progress to make, but I'm excited as far as where we're at, and I'm looking forward to continuing to getting better.
The Lions hope for their dominant play to continue tomorrow as they face off against a high-powered New Albany team. This is Dylan Scott in The Zone.
Thanks, Dylan. Moving away from football, another program that was also affected by the field being torn down was the soccer program. And after a long time waiting for their new field to be ready, they have all the reason to celebrate. Their new field at Blacklick Elementary School is finally done after having to practice at remote locations for the past month. While there's still so much work to be done at the facility, Tuesday, the girls were able to have their first game on the field. We took our drone out to get a look.
And the girls are starting off the game at the new field strong.
They beat Here Davidson 3-1.
The ladies had a great offensive game. Scoring for the Lions were Megan Falk, Dalen Shepman, and Aubrey Hank.
The girls are now 6-4 on the season. They play tonight against Westerville Central at 7:15, so make sure you come out and support. Prior to the big win Tuesday, the girls beat their crosstown rival New Albany 1-0. The only goal was scored by Mia Sammons. We thought you'd enjoy seeing the game winner.
Oh!
What a great shot. That one was just the confidence boost they needed after a few tough matches at the beginning of the season. The ladies are now 2-0 in their conference, and we caught up with Mia Sammons and Emily Marzetts after the game to get the reactions on the big win.
This game really just showed us that we are a top team in Central Ohio. New Albany's been in the top 5 all the weeks, and we really just wanted to prove ourselves as a back line and as a whole, and this shutout was huge for us.
It's the first time since I've been in high school that we've beat New Albany. They've been our biggest rivals, and last year we lost them 5-0, so coming out here and, you know, me getting a goal, I just, we're on cloud 9.
Now on to the boys. They've had a 2-long-week break from the games after New Albany because of the cancellation of weather. With such a long stretch without any in-game action, our Keegan Billingham went out, caught up with Calvin Henthorne to hear about his hopes for the remainder of the season and making a big postseason run. Here's 1 minute with Calvin Henthorne.
Thanks, guys. I'm here joined with senior soccer captain Calvin Henthorne. We'll start off with this, Calvin. How's the season been going for you guys so far?
It's going really good. I think we made a lot of progress from the start of the year, and I think we're looking to get better.
All right, and we're about halfway through the season, so I know it's a little early, but you guys have any plans for the postseason? What are your expectations there?
Definitely looking for the OCC championship, and we definitely want to make it pretty far in the tournament. I have a good feeling we're going to do pretty good.
Okay, and then a couple questions about you other than soccer. How about a pre-game meal that your go-to?
Go-to, probably 2 granola bars and a bottle of water.
Bottle of water will be clutch for you guys. And then last question here: what's the best pre-game song get you going?
Heart of a Warrior, for sure.
By who?
I don't know who it is, but that's always playing.
Thanks for joining us, Calvin. Back to the sports desk.
Thanks, Keegan. Hey, Olivia. I think Keegan is actually in the studio with us today.
You are right. Good morning, Keegan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
What do you have for us today?
Well, the girls volleyball team has been absolutely dominating the OCC. They currently rank first with a record of 6-0. They had a non-conference game on Tuesday and lost in 3 against Dublin Kaufman. Earlier, they started off their second round of the OCC play with a big win against Westland, and our Damian Jones has all the highlights.
The Lions host a third OCC match against the Westland Cougars. The Lady Lions led from start to finish with the easy 3-set win. Lael up, Perkins up, make it over to Kruger's side, having trouble putting it up, but Perkins sets it up for Audrey Cotner for the crushing spike. Lions up, Kruger trying to make things shake, but blocked by Gabby. Leo served 6 times after that, leading the Lions with several points. Last play in the first set, Kieran Bailey for the save. Noah sets it up for number 11, RG Cotner, for the spike, but Kruger save it and puts it back over. Noel sets it up to RG Cotner again for the second time and put points on the board for the Lions. Lions win first set 25-5. Kruger's up, passes it back over to Lions side of the net. Perkins set up for Gabby with a crushing spike and put points on for the Lions. Perkins hitting over the net to Kruger's side, tries to put it over, but a baby tap from Jillian Sanders who puts points on the boards for the Lions. Kruger's pass over to Lions. Perkins with the set up to RG Worthington with a forceful spike to Kruger's side. She does it again late in the second inning. Lions win the second set, 25-15. Early in the third setting, Lions subbing in JV players, Perkins sets up to Kayla Mitchell, which makes her first varsity point. End of third inning, Lions looking to put the Cougars to sleep. Jillian Sanders respond with another love tap to Kruger's side. Kruger's pass over to the Lions. Perkins with the setup to Audrey Worthington with a forceful spike to Kruger's side. She does it again in the late. Soon after that, the Lions put the Cougars into a deeper sleep. The Lions win 3-0.
Best friends on and off the court, and so having that connection off the court really shows on the court, and you can see that in the way that we just connect the pass to set to hit. It's just a beautiful connection, and we're excited to see how this goes.
Our energy, it just helps us, it helps us elevate, and our game we're just so much better in our game when our energy is high, and it definitely shows in our game.
Thanks, Dom. The ladies are continuing on the road to being OCC champs by playing New Albany tonight. Last year, the girls were co-OCC champs with Westerville Central. This year, they won it all to themselves, and it seems like a reasonable goal. They have made some serious changes to the program over the past year, not only seniors leaving, but new coaches coming in. Olivia Doyle spent some time in the gym to catch up with what's new with the girls volleyball coaching staff.
To some people, sports are family. The girls volleyball team has some new additions.
We have one new head coach and 3 new assistant coaches.
However, the girls are seeing it as a positive change.
So having, Coach Katie, it's almost like a breath of fresh air to have a consistent, okay, this is what we can achieve, this is what I know y'all can do, so let's do it.
Coach Katie brings a new perspective to the table because this year we're getting to see different parts of the game.
She's not only been upping the intensity, but she's also been promoting other positive things.
This year there's a huge emphasis on mental health, so we have to work and make sure that we're eating enough, we're drinking enough, we're being productive during the school day so that when we come into practice, we're being productive and we're doing what we need to do.
Trying to change things a little bit into being more inclusive and making sure that all the girls are having fun and it's more than just volleyball.
Not only does she bring positivity, she brings her own heritage.
I think Gahanna all throughout elementary and middle school and high school, and I played here for 4 years.
From Gahanna, we're able to see what it was like in past years and how we are able to make it better.
As they look forward to the future, an OCC championship is their goal. However, they're not going to do it alone. They also have 3 new assistant coaches this year.
This year, Coach Katie didn't only change the varsity, she changed the whole program. So she brought in Coach Malia, Coach Cam, and Coach Bethany. And just that whole new program change, it really changed the dynamic of everybody and our team bonding.
A JV team, most of them had me last year, so that's not too entirely different for them, but I think the girls in general were really excited for a whole new staff.
The Lady Lions are equally as excited to have a new staff as Katie is to have the opportunity. Come out and show support as the girls strive to achieve their goal of OCC champs.
Senior Audrey Worthington.
This is Olivia Doyle In the Zone.
Thanks, Olivia. Well, that's all on volleyball, and now back to Dom and Olivia at the sports desk. And nice job on your story, Olivia.
Thanks, Keegs. Keep up the great work in golf. You're looking like the next Tiger Woods to me. Our cross-country teams are well rested. They did not run last weekend, so let's catch you up on their latest meet. The boys finished third out of 21 teams at the Central Ohio Invitational, with Charlie Slates coming in third overall, Owen Towler coming in 11th, and Abhi Saleshi coming in 24th. Great job, boys.
Now switching over to the girls team. The girls finished second out of 20 teams. Ava Tomanek finished 4th overall, Ruby Lewis finished 9th, and Addison Galloway finished 18th. The girls had a strong start to their season. Ava Tomanek has been the leading runner for almost all the meets this season. Here's 1 minute with Ava Tomanek.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with senior cross-country runner Ava Tomanek. So Ava, you were out last year with an ACL injury. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's looked like getting back?
It was definitely a challenge. I was in the recovery process for about a year and then wasn't able to run for about 7 to 8 months. So it was definitely challenging trying to get back into running, especially when I had to have 2 knee surgeries, so it took me out for longer. But I'm definitely glad that I went through that type of situation because I feel like it made me stronger mentally and physically and a better runner overall.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really long time to be out. So what would you say your goals for the season are?
My goals for this season is definitely to drop my times and to hopefully make it to states this year.
So would you say one of your goals as a team is to make it to states?
Yes, definitely. I think right now we're focusing on making it past districts because the team last year was unable to move forward after that. So definitely make it to regionals and then hopefully to states.
Gotcha. Well, good luck with the rest of your season, and I'm going to toss it back to the sports desk.
There are few sports where boys and girls participate together, but that's exactly what happened this week when our girls and boys golf team combined players and played a 9-hole scramble against Olentangy Braves. That means that a golfer from each Gahanna team was partnered together, and the Lions and the Braves tied in the scramble. Leading Gahanna was the team of Keegan Billingham and Amelia Patterson. Also earlier in the week, the guys finished 5th in the district preview tournament at Apple Valley, battling 30 to 40 mile-per-hour winds and cold weather. The Lions were led by junior Josh Barnes with a 75, and Keegan Billingham added a 77.
Now up with you on our girls team. The Lions dropping a tough match to Devlin Jerome on Tuesday. They'll be back at the courts today at Westerville South as they prepare for sectionals, which will start on Tuesday. Overall, the Lions are 16-3 this season. As this week's Sports Zones comes to an end, we have something special we want to show.
Here's a video of the band's performance from Friday night's football game versus Westland. Bye.